Well, hey everybody. I'm here back at the house now, and I just wanted to give a report to everybody out there that helped us with our God 1-1 mission this weekend up to Asheville, North Carolina. And I tell people that you know what a 911 is. It's an emergency. Well, God dropped a God 1-1 in my heart. Said, get some stuff together, get a trailer together, and go up to Asheville and do what you can and help. And I'm going to tell you what, it was all God. He orchestrated the whole thing. You know, I don't get any of the praise, any of the glory. It's all for Him, because chaos to me is order, and order is chaos. And so somebody like me, if God says do it, I can just drop, I can go, and I can do it. And thank God for my wife, Janie Carroll. I mean, she's just like that too. If I say, hey, God dropped something in my heart, I got to go, she knows I'm going. And she'll just come right alongside with me, and she'll say, hey, I'm going too. And so Tuesday afternoon, I was coming from town. I saw one picture in town of what was going on in Asheville and with the hurricane. And I said, they need some relief. And God dropped it in my heart. And man, I reached out to Mount Zion Baptist Church, my church, home church now. And Pastor Michael Powell, I sent him a text. He was at school, and he sent a thumbs up, go. I said, I need the van and the trailer and try to get some stuff together. And he's such a blessing. It's an honor to serve with him. And I called a few of the guys, the men, and they said, hey, let's go, let's do it, you know. And they said, we can't go, but let's do it. And I reached out to the local radio station, K-Gas radio station, Carthage, Texas. Jerry Hansen, Mark Bounds. I mean, they just helped me. They said, hey, we can get it out. We can get it out as a news story. And so I did that on Wednesday morning. And we set up a pickup time for Thursday at between 3 and 4 at Gary, Texas, at the school. Janie works at the school as a school nurse. And they said, hey, we want to help. Come to Gary. So we picked up there from 3 to 4, and we had a pickup from 5 to 8 at Carthage Walmart in Carthage. And let me tell you something. This community, the whole East Texas area reached out. I'm telling you, as far as White House, Tyler, people were saying, hey, can I bring stuff? And they started bringing stuff in, and we kind of told them what we needed. We could only haul a pallet of water in the trailer because of weight. And we just loaded that trailer up with diapers and food and toilet paper and you just name it. I tell you what, it was a really awesome experience. And we got it loaded up Thursday night. Janie and I went up to the store and we got some food. Panola County Processing, thank God for them. They're such a blessing. They blessed us with so much meat to carry. I had to buy extra coolers. And we got up there. I tell you, it was we was going to leave at 6:30 on Friday morning, drive up there, spend the night, and then go on into Asheville Saturday morning, and then and stay all day and help, you know, with the people and help feed and all. And I tell you what, God just put it all together. God put somebody on the ground up there, and He just did the legwork there, even suffering devastation of His own business, and He was still there. He had a heart to help, a heart to reach out to the store and see if we could do church. And He reached out to the local churches, and without Him, I tell you what, it wouldn't have happened. But it was all a God thing, man. It was a God 1-1 from the get-go, because I couldn't have orchestrated it myself if I tried to. And I'm just so thankful. We met a friend, Michaela Perry, and she rode with us, and she worked her tail off up there, and we met so many people, so many ministries up there. Golly, if I start naming them all, Harvest Time, Asheville was there, and then there was some people from South Carolina, and they were there, and there was Willing Vessels was cooking and all, and they had cooked the first day on Saturday. When we pulled up Saturday, there had already been 6 trailers that came in from South Carolina. When we pulled up at 10 o'clock, when we pulled in there, they were down to about 4 cases of water, and they were about out of supplies on most of the stuff. And we pulled up, and they're looking at us, and they're saying, Mount Zion Baptist Church, Texas, how'd they get here? And I said, because God sent us here. And they helped us unload all that stuff, and it was such a good blessing. It was just a God thing. You had to go. But I want to tell you something. My motto in my life has always been, I'd rather say at the end of my life, I did that, than I wished I had done that. And it transferred over into my Christian life. And Abraham, Father Abraham, when God called Abram, he said, go into a land, take your family and go into a land which I'll show you. He didn't know where he was going. He didn't know how he's going to get there. He didn't know what was going to happen. But guess what? He packed up and go, because he believed God would keep him and would take him where he wanted to go. And so it was just a God thing just like that. If you feel in your heart you really want to do something, you can make it happen. God can make it happen. If you say, well, I got to do this and I got to do that and I wished I could go. Well, you know what? God can work all that out, and he can just go, work it out. Call your work, call whatever you have to do. If you got to go, you got to go, and you will be blessed of it, and God will work it out for you. But if you can't go, send somebody. And that's what happened. Panola County, all the churches in Panola County, I'm telling you what, it wasn't a Baptist thing. It wasn't a Methodist thing. It was it's like I tell everybody, I'm a Baptist Catholic-Costal. I want to be all things to all men that I might save some. And all the churches reached out, and they gave money, and people gave money. I can't go, but I can send you. I want to pay for the gas. I want to pay for your food. You're going to have to stay in motels, And it was such an outpouring, and quick. Quick. See, it started Wednesday morning. Thursday night it was over, and Friday morning we was on the way. And God just blessed us. He got us there. He got us back. And it's amazing that it was just the right amount of money that we needed to do everything we needed to do to get home, and then to do what we needed to do to get, at home. And I just want to thank my pastor, Mike Powell. I want to thank the Mount Zion Baptist Church. I want to thank all of the churches. Panola Processing, all of the churches, and Walmart gave, and HEB gave, and Brookshire Brothers in Tatum gave a pallet of water, and Kane, Kane Hardware gave a pallet of water and a generator, and we blessed somebody with that generator. And just a quick note, I left some coolers up there. I bought some on the way up there because I had to, and I left some coolers. I even left some of my coolers and the church's coolers. And I had just bought a grill on Thursday, Blackstone grill. And I said, I wanted one anyway. Well, God laid it on my heart to get it. So I was going to take it up there. Well, it's in a box. And then I told a brother at church, and he said, hey, William, the church got one. Take it. Well, I gave it away. So when I gave it away, I said, I got one in a box. I said, I'll give it to you. See, God knew the need, because the people cooking only had pots, and they were cooking stuff like chicken and rice and spaghetti and stuff like that. Well, I had all this meat. Well, we ran out of chicken and rice 2 hours when we got there, and it was 250 pounds of it. And then when that happened, I said, hey, let's cook this. Can you cook this? He said, well, I don't have no way to cook it. I said, yeah, you do. I said, I brought a Blackstone grill. Can you use it? He said, well, I can cook on anything. And we fired that thing up. Saturday, they said we fed over 3,000 people. And then we fed, I think they fed 1,000 Sunday. Listen, it was 20 hours up there total, and it was 20 hours coming home. And so Friday and Saturday we drove 20 hours, and then Saturday and Sunday we drove 20 hours. But it was worth it. I would go back again, and I may go back again. But listen, if you still want to give something, if you still want to do something, I'm having calls. I've had calls from Dallas. I've had calls from all over since I've been home. Are you going again? And I'm praying about going again. But if there is a ministry in Lindale, Texas, they're taking stuff at Tractor Supply in Tyler, and there's a list of stuff I will post that they're wanting, because they're wanting specific items, because they have people on the ground too, and the ministry is Love and Mercy Ministries International. Love and Mercy's Ministry International, and they're out of Lindale, Texas, and they are partnering with some semi trucks to carry the supplies up there. They're going to take 2 semis, I believe, next week. You can look on their website, and I'll post also what they sent me that they're looking for at this time. And then you can drop it off at Tyler, Texas. And you know, we may even set some kind of a drop off here later on this week, where we can, you know, take a load and we can take the stuff and take it over to Lindale and help them out. But God bless you. God bless you, Panola County. Well, let me say all of East Texas, because y'all showed up, man. Y'all was the church. And that's what it's all about, you know, being the church. And it's not about one church or the other church. It's about all churches. And all churches coming together. And that's what I saw in Panola County. I saw the outreach. And I do got to give a shout out to the Panola County quilters. Man, they blessed those people with a bunch of quilts. It's supposed to be 40 degrees at night up there this week. And you know, the elderly and the young, the kids, they need quilts. And these handmade quilts, I'm telling you, when I showed them to the pastor out there, she just said, oh my gosh, it brings me back to my childhood days. And she's going to get them to the elderly and those that are in dire need of them. And she's just so thankful for it. But I'm thankful for everybody here. You know, I moved here in '79, and my parents and family moved off, and I said, I'm staying. This is home. And I know why this is home. But listen, God bless y'all. Thank y'all so much. And I'm going to keep working. I'm going to keep working with the Love and Mercy Ministries International. I'm in contact with them, and I'm trying to work with them and set up some things with them. And maybe even just going back up there again like we did the first time. And thank you so much to my wife. I call her Keeper. You know, when I first met her, I came home, I told my daughter, I said, well, I met her. And she said, met who? I said, I met a keeper, and I'm going to keep her if she'll let me. And God put us together. I know it. There's no doubt in my heart that she put us together, and she's just my armor bearer. She's right there with me all the time. She prays for me, and I'm so proud of her. And I just love her. Janie, love you. I'm so proud of you. And just the way you just jump in alongside of me when I said, God said, let's go. And you say, let's go too. But God bless y'all. God bless every one of you. And I can't mention everybody in every church that gave and brought stuff, and the people that just brought stuff. I didn't do nothing. I just sat back and watched God move, and I was just amazed, you know. And it's so good. But I better get off of here. This is getting a little long-winded, and I know you don't want to listen to, you know, a long-winded thing. But thank you, Panola County, East Texas. Thank you, men, women, churches, everybody that gave. We blessed those people up there. It was a blessing to be with them. And I have so many stories of people that we got to pray with, that we got to lead to Jesus, that we got to lead to a closer walk with Jesus, and just love on them. And I tell you what, love y'all. I'm going to bounce out of here.